Hi, this is Brother K, and you are welcome to Fresh Fire Prayer Ministry, where we keep the fire of the Holy Spirit burning. Today is the day the Lord has made. We'll rejoice and be glad in it. Today, I want to talk to you about spiritual depth. Spiritual depth. And I want you to know that all truths are parallel. Many of the things we see in the physical is exactly also what goes on in the spiritual. In the physical realm, if you borrow money from your lenders and the time is up for you to pay back and you don't pay, you realize that your creditors, the lenders, begin to call you. They begin to send you letters trying to let you know, hey, the time is up, you need to pay back with even interest. And many times, many people are receiving constant phone calls in their homes from their creditors demanding them to pay back, receiving letters almost every week demanding you to pay back. The same thing in the spirit world, there's what is called spiritual debt. What you owe, the enemy will come for it. Now, there are many people going through problems, and the problems they are going through is because there is a spiritual debt on the family which is now affecting them because they carry the blood or the gene of an ancestor or an individual in the family who has gone to borrow something from the devil. For instance, let's take somebody in the family or our ancestors who goes to the marine kingdom and ask the marine kingdom to bless them with finances or long life or protection. And then after that, the marine tells them that, you know what, this family now, everybody in this family will be married to me, and there will be no, when they are married to me, there will be no children. So because of that debt, you realize that now people in the family are enjoying the privilege of long life, protection, financial breakthrough. However, nobody in the family is able to marry. And that is the debt you owe to that spirit. That is the debt. You have received something from them, and they are also taking back your how do you call it, your marriage. In other people's another debt, spiritual debt, we have people going to a specific deity or a specific idol and asking or joining a lodge or joining an occultic group or a secret society, and you realize that this secret society enhances them to do very well in life. They connect them with CEOs and managing positions, and they network them, and you become, because your father joined the sorority or fraternity or the Freemasonic club or a lodge, you realize that your father or your grandfather or grandparents were financially very sound. However, the debt that they owe to that society is that people in that family will begin to die at the age of 40. And you realize that, hey, it seems that everybody who reaches around the age of 40, something is serious, whether cancer, whether accident, whether diabetes, something will claim and take their life. That is the spiritual debt. There was a family whereby the members of the family went to the idol, the forest demon, to bless them with like children, or no, to bless them with protection or finances, because they were soldiers and they would go for war, and so they wanted to get protection so that they don't die in war. Now they got the protection. However, the sacrifice that they were supposed to give to that idol or that deity was a goat or a sheep or a fowl. With time, you realize that they stopped giving the goat, they stopped giving the cow, they stopped giving the fowl, because when people became much more intellectual and go to school, they felt, maybe I don't even believe that what my ancestors did is even real. And when people begin to go to school and read, they think that these things are not real, and so they begin to stop giving those sacrifice that was meant to the deity. And now you realize that that deity begins to steal blood, because that deity demands blood. First, they were demanding animal sacrifice like goats and sheep or cow or fowl. Now, because the family has stopped, now the deity begins to go through the family and begins to cause women in the family to lose their children. And that is the way the spirit is claiming back its debt from the family. Claiming its debt. So you realize that the women who become pregnant, they miscarry. And every time they miscarry, these children who are being killed in their womb are used for sacrifice by the deity in the spirit realm, because that is the spiritual debt your ancestors owe to that deity. But because you guys are not paying it now and you are not Christians, the spirit begins to steal, and you see people dying untimely or miscarriages, and the demons are claiming their debt. Or if somebody joined a Masonic or a lodge or free secret society and they became so influential and so powerful and so rich, you realize that down the road, the debt that they owe to that deity, because he helped them, that ancestor or that specific person, to be great in the society, you realize that strange sicknesses begins to happen to their children. Strange sicknesses or untimely death, or you realize that people go mad in this family, or cancer happens to them or something. And a typical example is the Kennedy family. Very rich, very politically influential. However, the curse of untimely death plaguing J.F. Kennedy, his brother, and most of the people under them, because whatever that was a spiritual debt. The demons are requiring the debt to be paid, just like the creditor or the borrower, the lender is demanding that you pay back. And so until you find out what your ancestors owe to that deity and what your bloodline owe to that spirit, and you pay the debt, you realize that they will be coming in your life and blocking you from marrying, blocking you from succeeding, causing sickness and diseases and infirmity and affliction. And you didn't do it. You don't even know what happened 400 years, 200 years, 100 years, or whoever had a covenant with this deity, and then they are claiming the debt. And the devil is after generations. When somebody goes into contract to the devil, he claims everybody in the family. So if you are not strong believer and you don't break yourself loose from the bloodline, you realize that these demons will come to claim their debt. How do you break loose from spiritual debt? There's only one currency in the realms of the spirit which is able to settle all form of debt. It doesn't matter if your father was into lodge. It doesn't matter if your father went to the marine kingdom. It doesn't matter if your father went to the python demon to receive any help, or ancestors. If they are claiming debt and they are destroying people in the family because of the spiritual debt, with that currency, you can settle that debt easily. And that currency is the blood of Jesus. Is the ransom of the blood of Christ. That the blood of Jesus Christ will redeem you and redeem the sins of your father and disconnect you from generational curse and pay the debt that your ancestors owed and free you from that curse that want to be superimposed upon you by that deity. There's only one currency that settles that debt, the blood of Christ. And you have to now renounce and denounce that spirit and break yourself loose from that covenant established by your ancestor, great ancestor, father, grandfathers, grandparents. Break the covenant by the blood of Jesus Christ. Disconnect yourself by the blood and now begin to speak. Allow the blood to speak on your behalf, and you will see that nobody can now come into your life to claim their debt from you, because the blood of Jesus Christ has bought you, has been your ransom, and delivered you, body, soul, and spirit, from the debt of your ancestors. May God bless you. Bye.